Welcome to the Eveleth City Council meeting, 5 o'clock, October 5th, 2021. Roll call, please.
Councillor Rousey.
Here.
Councillor Purpich.
Here.
Councillor Lillis.
Here.
Mayor Koivunen.
Here. Approval of the minutes. Minutes of the City Council Workshop meeting, September 8th. Minutes of the City Council Workshop meeting, September 13th. And minutes of the City Council meeting, September 21st, 2021. Can I get a motion to approve these?
So move.
Motion by Councillor Rousey,
Support.
support by Councillor Purpich. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion granted. Approval of agenda. Does anybody have anything to add or take off on the agenda? Okay, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So move.
Moved by Councillor Lillis,
Support.
support by Councillor Purpich. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. E, appointment and presentations, we have none. Consent agenda, approval of payroll September 1st through the 15th. Approval of claims September 2021. Application for exempt permit, Kuramasabi at Range Recreational Civic Center, 901 Patrick Ave. An application to conduct excluded bingo, Knights of Columbus, Council 2583, 301 Adams Ave. Can I get a motion?
So move.
Moved by Councillor Purpich,
Support.
support by Councillor Rousey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, public hearings, we have none. Unfinished business, we have none. New business. Letter from Mesabi Community Band requesting use of the auditorium. Let's look here. Now I think, just by looking at this a little bit, do we know how many times they want to use it?
So interestingly, as I read this memorandum, it says they practice Thursday evenings and have concerts also on Thursdays from September to May. What's not clear to me is it every week of every month? Do they take a break at holidays and move around to concerts other places? So I apologize if I don't have any more than this on here.
Do you think maybe you could contact them and maybe ask them, you know, is it one, you know, every Thursday, what is it? Are you gonna have somebody clean up? I mean, because I don't think that the city should have to send somebody there on our dime to clean it up all the time. So if we could check into that just a little more.
Absolutely, because now that rentals are ramping up again at the time, sometimes folks want to get in on Friday, which means we do a clean on Wednesday or Thursday. So I can get some more information and bring it back to you for next meeting.
And I think that's a great idea. How's that with everybody else?
Oh, good by me. I like it.
Okay, so we just kind of table that to the side.
Tableage.
Okay, and we'll go to number 2. Quote from Stryker for power load cot upgrade for the new ambulance.
Yes, that's where we can take one of our current power cots and upgrade it so it works with the new ambulance.
And that is the power cot that lifts the people up and down,
That is the loading device.
which I really think is something that we've had or we've just gotten and we need it
Had it for a
because,
while.
If we would have had it 20 years ago, I'd be able to stand up a lot straighter.
yeah, no, I've seen it in use actually when I came to pick up my mother and I could imagine 4 people having to pick somebody up, you know.
This is just the cot, not the cot or the,
This is the gurney that comes out the back of
Okay.
the ambulance.
alright.
Jackie, do we know if there's other entities that might contribute toward this?
So really good question, thanks for asking. Teresa and I are gonna be working on that, kindly asking other entities if they would like to contribute, and we've been very successful in the past. We hope to have some successes, so forward on that.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Because as you can see, it's not cheap.
Okay, so what would you like us to do with this quote? Would we make a,
Approve it, please.
can I get a motion to approve this? Moved by Councillor Lewis,
Support.
Support by Councillor Purpich, excuse me. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Oh, and for everybody, that was in the amount of $28,586.68. Okay, letter from Rockridge Public Schools regarding vacant lot where the old junior high was.
So as you know, the old junior high has been demolished and the site has been restored. And pursuant to our agreement with the school district, they are now obligated to ask the city if we would like to purchase that lot. My recollection in our prior conversations workshop is that indeed the city is interested. It just needs your formal approval. If you really are interested, then I'll go back to the superintendent and then we'll have some haggling about.
Well, I think one of it was one of the last ones when Mayor Vysalovich was here, and we discussed it quite a bit of what we wanted to do with it. So I think that maybe we should contact them and see what kind of price they are talking, the way it sits now, and if that's okay with everybody, we can pursue that.
We are very interested in acquiring that property.
Now, is this something, should we forge ahead with a motion asking you to send them a letter expressing our desire or our intent so that we don't lose our place?
Correct.
To get the wheels moving and we're
Yes.
first in line?
Yes.
Can I entertain a motion for that?
Do we know what the prevailing market rate is at this point?
Well, so I could look up on the County Land Explorer to determine what a developed lot is worth, but when you cobble a lot of vacant lots together, the value per acre goes down. So I have kind of a gut idea, but they'll reach out probably to an appraiser, and if we don't like the price, then we'll hire an appraiser, and we'll come to some happy medium, maybe even without all of that.
All right.
Thankfully.
I so move we make that letter sent.
I support.
Moved by Councillor Rousey, supported by Councillor Lillis. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Okay. Resolution approving county project with municipal corporate limits. Which way do I turn for this one? To you, Jackie?
Probably to me or Jerry.
Or
So,
Jerry.
This has to do, I'll give it to Jerry. This has to do with that next year's project.
Yeah, this is part of the project that we'll be doing with the county on the Casal roads of Douglas Avenue and Roosevelt. And this is just another step in the process that we have to approve a resolution to keep moving forward with that.
And this is what we discussed about they're taking over some different ones and we're taking some different ones? Is that what this is about?
Yes.
No. This has to do with, we got on a 5-year plan with the county to do some state aided roads in town. And this year, or in 2022, they have scheduled Roosevelt
Yep.
from Fayetteville to Jackson and Douglas. They're redoing them. We're paying
Okay.
for the utilities, but this is part of the process to
Get
keep
to
this
it.
moving forward, for them to come into town and do that project.
But what Joe was trying to say is this is the swap we're gonna get?
This is not part of the swap. No, I mean, the streets will be eventually, but this isn't,
No,
nothing to
okay,
do
so
with
this
that
is-
swap.
Yeah, we're not at that point.
We're not at that
Not
point.
at that
We're still
point.
working
Yeah,
on the
okay.
old contract that we have with them, and that's
exactly.
County Aid Road.
I was
Yeah,
jumping
they're
the
gonna be
gun.
doing these roads, and then we're gonna be talking about the swap.
Once they get-
But it will be part of it eventually, but
I was
it's,
ahead of myself for the first time.
You're a
Is this the
progressive
part where
thinker.
you were talking last time about the power poles too and the,
yeah, this is what we talked about down in Douglas, the power pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get a motion?
so move.
Moved by Councillor Purpich,
Second.
second by Councillor
I
Rousey.
want to step on the toe.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion granted. Right of entry agreement between the City of Eveleth and Scenic Rivers Health Services.
Yes, things are going well with our discussions. They just got an architect's estimate of what improvements they want to make. I'll be doing a walk around later on this week with Keith Harvey to see if there's some things we should do. I have a kind of an opinion that we should do some painting on the exterior and make sure it's looking good. So we just a little bit more time to work with those details before we have our longer-term commercial lease, but things are still moving ahead.
Well, it's been such a long time since the inside and or the outside have had any tender loving care to it, so they need a good fixing up so we can get business going.
Yes.
So do we need to make a motion on this one?
Yes, please.
Can I get a motion?
So move.
Motion by Councilor Purpich, support?
Support?
Support by Councilor Lillis.
Motion to have it,
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Temporary easement between the City of Eveleth and St. Louis County and Lake County's Regional Railroad Authority. Jackie?
I had a tough time
Following?
this map here.
Yeah, it's pretty small, sorry about that. So, the Regional Rail Authority does a lot of really positive things for not only Eveleth, but the entire community and the entire region. And so, they presented to us, I think sometime in 2020, a new easement agreement, and our attorney wasn't super duper in favor of it, so he rewrote it and made it a license agreement, okay? And I know the map is hard to follow, and I'm sorry about that. But it follows from like Station 44 Road up behind the properties on Highway 53 on the east side. And then when it gets to the Progress Park, it veers off to the east. So this will be a license agreement. License agreements give the people that use it less standing, maybe is a better word, standing in their authority to have some authority over the property, because the property belongs to the city of it. And so all we do is protect ourselves, but we're happy to continue our collaboration with the rail authority. That's Bob Vanzeline, they're just
Yep.
down the road from the Slappy Station.
And if our lawyer believes that's what we should do, then that's what we should do. So can I get a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Councilor Rousey. Can I get a support?
Support.
Support by Councilor Purpich. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion granted. Well, Chief, request to hire full-time police officer.
Yes, Mr. Brockup is number 2 on our list. The number 1 candidate declined their job offer, took a job with St. Louis County. So Mr. Brockup accepted her job and contingent upon passing his physical, psychological, and background. So.
Did you say he's interested?
Yep. Yeah.
I think yourself and Councilor Lillis and myself got to interview this young gentleman, and he did one hell of a job, so
We're excited to bring him on.
I think we're
Outstanding.
excited. So can I get a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Councilor Lillis. Can I get support?
Support.
Support by Councilor Purpich. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion granted. Okay, consider authorizing Public Works Director to auction surplus equipment. Beautiful equiment to draw.
I gotta take a little breath there, because, we're gonna get money from Jerry?
Wait.
Before this goes any farther, it's gonna bypass right through us back to him.
Look at number 9. We're not done yet here.
Yeah, I see
A
that.
few others would possibly be added.
I want to make sure that you know that,
That's
we
an
have a
open
few other
ended.
things on there, but yeah, our last few auctions, we've done pretty well on equipment that's pretty shot. So we do have some more equipment available, and I'd like to get it together and do another auction if you want.
Thinning out the herd.
Yeah, just cleaning up all the stuff we had in the back that's piling up, and most of this stuff, like I said, it saw its better day. The Michigan loader, that does run, so I mean, we're still worth some money. It's old, but
Well, if somebody for a farm or just something out at their house, I mean,
yeah,
and
something
if
like that, yeah.
if they kind of know a little stuff about this stuff, this isn't bad.
I am
And
a
some
little
of it for
disappointed
parts.
you didn't get 50 years out of that one, though.
we definitely tried. But yeah, most of this stuff, I think it'll sell, we always get a little bit for it. And like I say, we've done well the last couple auctions, so.
That's good.
I would prefer you sell it to someone that doesn't live in town. We're not in a blight situation before too long.
Make a hell of a yard planter.
Well, not only that, I could see somebody fire it up to Michigan Loader and then the city getting called that somebody's getting favors in their front yard.
Yeah,
Because it does happen.
make sure the insignia is off that thing totally.
Okay, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Councilor Rousey, can I get support?
I'll support.
Support by Councilor Purpich. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 9, consider request from Roller Underground to rent the Hippodrome for practices, possibly scrimmages and bouts. And if I'm not mistaken, we've done this for about the last 5 years, roughly.
Yep.
And if Jerry doesn't, do you have any problems with this, sir?
No, they've been very good to work with, and they don't, they use it in the summer when nothing else is in there, so. And they keep it clean, so they've been doing a good job with it.
That's the main thing, so we don't have to have one of our guys go clean it up, and I
Yeah.
know they've been doing good, so.
Yeah, no, they've been very good, and, next year, they're not sure if they're gonna have any bouts. They definitely want practices again to keep it going. This year, they didn't have any bouts, because of COVID. And next year, they're not sure if they'll be able to, but if they can, they're asking for approval.
There's no difference in this contract than there was in the previous contracts.
No, it's the
No
same.
additions, no detractions.
It's the same thing.
I thought so.
You know, when they started this, there was a couple nights that they've had it where it brought a lot of people to town and the gas stations and restaurants and some of the bars made some money off of it. So that's the reason for it all. So, I mean, it's a good thing for the city.
And it's a good usage for the building.
Yes. So can I get a motion?
So move.
Motion by Councilor Burbidge, support by
Support.
Councilor Lillis. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion granted. Number 10, consider pay request final from 3D Concrete and Construction in the amount of $5,881.80 for 2,000 curb and sidewalk improvements and water sewer dig repairs. Draw, they done a good job this year, I see.
Yeah, another good year. We got a lot done again this year, and it's about 4,200 of this goes to our curbs and sidewalks, which finishes off our 30,000 or 45,000, I should say, with the counties. And then 1681.80 for our water digs, because he honors these prices for any water digs that we do throughout the winter, so we get those all short up. But yeah, they've done a really good job again.
Okay, good. Are you happy with everything?
Yep,
And we're even Steven now.
we're good to go. Yep, we're done. Yep.
So, can we get a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Councilor Rousey. Support. Support by Councilor Burbidge. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion granted. Okay, we have council board and liaison updates. Councilor Lewis, you have anything?
No, sir.
Councilor Burbidge?
Nothing to report at this time. I did hear from a citizen with the Snowmobile Club, and they're wondering if there's anything down there by the Masabi Trail that we own that they might be interested in purchasing or leasing so that they could have a building for their groomer.
They want to put up a shed or something?
Yeah.
Pole barn?
I think there's something going on at the county garage or county something
So
tonight.
maybe, give me their name and phone number, I can call them, because remember we own that property that runs, perpendicular to Station 44 Road as it heads east to west.
Okay.
And that's gonna be part of the property that the new front door will go on. But I'm thinking about the Wasabi Trail people, maybe there could be some deal made where they put a building up there, where their storage is up on the back side of the Wasabi Trail building, then you have the church up there.
There's a lot of open area up
Well,
there.
there is, because our land is pretty much kind of gonna be for the roadway, and then the farther you go up, where the road doesn't exist yet to the north, that's the land of many rocks, okay? So I don't think they want to get off-road that much.
So maybe-
Yeah, just call them and we can have a conversation.
Maybe they could contact you and you could steer them in the right direction?
Yep, and make some calls.
Okay, I'll talk to him, we'll see him here.
Yep, and then if that doesn't work, then maybe one of the businesses over on that side of the road. Offer them a plug-in for a small fee or something, if they can't find a building to put it in. I know some groomers are left outside and plugged in at establishments. So if you want to have them call me, I'll
Okay.
see what I can help.
Perfect. Do you have anything today, John?
Nothing pertinent to recent conversations.
Okay. Chief, have anything to add tonight?
Thanks, sir.
Jerry?
I have nothing further tonight. I'll let Alan bring you up to date on the Garfield Street project.
Uh-oh, Al?
So just a quick update, they were prepping, raising the manhole so we can get the final list of bituminous on. And again, it's just wrap up. I did have a discussion with them this week that they're shooting to get it all wrapped up by October 15th, so no major issues or anything have come up. So it's going along as planned, I guess.
And the weather's beautiful for
Yeah.
them, so hopefully they can
Absolutely.
get it done.
That's all I have for an update on Garfield Street right now.
Okay. Jack, you got anything?
I do, if you're not going to talk about the rock.
I will let you talk about it.
Okay, thank you. So Stephanie brought this to my attention today, that October 26th to 31st up at the Rock, they're slated to have mixed doubles curling Olympic team trials. So that's pretty fun, pretty exciting. They're supposed to be out in Irvine, California, and then they decided because of COVID and travel and restrictions that they're moving some of that over here to the Rock. So,
It'll be another one like they had where a lot of people come up here, be a lot of press up here. If you want to watch some good curling and you have the time to go up there, have a burger, have something, run up there. It's really something to see. You have the best in the world.
It's world-class curling right here in Eveleth.
Yes, that's the best way to put it. And anything for you, sir? Jackie?
I'm done now, thank you.
Okay, and Steph?
I don't have anything.
Are you sure? Well, I don't have anything. We have a meeting on Thursday at 9:15, so if you all remember. 3:15. I gotta jump on you.
How come it's an afternoon?
We have to accommodate
Because the chief works.
chief, yeah. He's got day shifts and he can't get off of work, so.
BS.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all. Meeting adjourned.